Hi there, students. Apotheosis. Apotheosis. A noun, both countable and uncountable. I guess the plural, apotheoses. Okay. The apotheosis of something is when it's at its highest point. It's at its maximum. So I don't know. I guess Rome was at its apotheosis about 100 BC, for example. Yeah. Um, Black and white films were at their apotheosis in the 1940s, for example. Okay, so at something at its maximum. Um, the tourist industry reaches its apotheosis in August. We can also use this word apotheosis to mean the best example of something, the most extreme example, a paragon, a perfect example of something. So he is the apotheosis of a great teacher. He's the perfect example. He's the absolute best. Okay, so the apotheosis, a perfect example of. So yes, she is the apotheosis of a mother. She's the perfect mother. She dispatches her motherly duties perfectly. And then, okay, when something's at its zenith, the apotheosis. So the apotheosis of Albert Schwarzenegger's career, I guess, were his Terminator movies, for example. Okay, so when something's at its apotheosis. Now, there is another old-fashioned meaning of this, which I guess is still valid, and this means to make someone or something into a god. Yeah, the deification of something. So here then you can use it maybe more literally, meaning the glorification. Yeah, so I guess advertising shows us an apotheosis of the products. Okay, so like an exaltation, a glorification. And then something is at its apex, at its pinnacle, at its best, at its highest moment. Yeah, the apotheosis of his life was when his daughter was born, the most important thing. Okay, but going back to this idea, to make into a god, deification, to make somebody a god. So the apotheosis of Roman emperors, giving them a divine status. So, formality, apotheosis. This is a fairly formal word. I think I'm going to give it a 6.5 in formality. Informally, the climax of his career, or to make into a god, or a perfect example. Use it semi-formally when speaking, semi-formally when writing, or in something literary or very formal. And then as to origin, okay, this one comes from ancient Greek, from, well, apotheo, to deify, to make into a god, which comes from apo, which is an intensifying prefix, and theos, a god. So very god. And then the sis makes an action. So the action of making into a super god. And that's the idea. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Apotheosis.